Damp is my dog out, cold are my feet, waiting for with spangs to send me to sleep.
In 1916,
conscription said that William and Albert Smith had to go to the trenches.
These families are troubled with arguments.
After Albert lost his job 9 months ago.
This is
A war-broken family.
What's wrong, Will?
Oh, it's nothing, Mum. Honest.
Come on, I'm your mother, for God's sake, tell me.
It's just... Why do I have to go to war?
Because conscription said so.
How's the war know if I'm ready or not?
Well, you're 17, of course you're ready.
That's not the only reason.
Well, I know, you know I hate when you mumble, speak up.
I said, that's not the only reason.
And what on earth does what's that supposed to mean?
It means Dad, Mum.
Why are you bringing your father into this?
He's a drunken idiot. For the past 9 months he's been glued to that bottle.
But, well, he is your father.
It's not our fault he lost his job. He should have gotten over it, kept it together instead of drowning himself in his own sorrow.
Your father's done a lot for this family.
Like what?
He put a roof over his head and food on for the table. You should be grateful.
Why are you implying that I'm ungrateful? Of course not. All I'm saying is, Dad should have gotten over losing his job.
He was at that job since your age.
Why are you sticking up for him? I've been the man of the house for 9 months, Mum, while he's been drinking his cares away.
He does care, Will.
Clearly, Mum. How do you really expect him to sober up and fight for our country like that?
Do you remember that day?
Yeah, it was the happiest day of my life.
How so?
Well, it was only last summer, but I remember like it was yesterday. Me and Judith were feeding the ducks. Dad still had a job and he was happy. And you had a smile across your face all day.
I wish every day could be like that.
You're not the only one, Mum.
Here, take the photo to wall.
No, Mum, it's fine, you have it.
I don't know how long you'll be out there, and I want you to remember our faces.
Thanks, Mum. You alright, Grandma?
I love this box. The plain yet gorgeous navy blue velvet, the cream silk covering the inside of the lid is perfectly decorated with gold writing with the message, "To my love on our wedding day." The plump black cushion, also covered by velvet, with the slip waiting for my precious ring. I will never forget the day we picked this amazing ring. It may be plain to some, but just the shine is enough of a jewel for me. I must pass it on to my daughter, and to my granddaughter, and to her daughter and granddaughters too, and so on. But I'm worried I'll never pass it on to them because of this blooming war. Next thing we know, the Germans will be in our front gardens. And I'll be losing you soon. You're only 17 and you'll be gone by next week.
I'll be fine, Grandma. You're a pathetic idiot.
What did you say?
You heard me. Pathetic idiot.
How dare you say that to me?
I don't think you realise. But while you and I've all have been inseparable, I got a job, I helped Mum, I took Judith to school for the whole year, and also taking care of myself.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means all that stuff I've been doing is your job.
Daddy will stop fighting. It's alright, sweetheart.
He's got a point, Albert.
You know what? I'll just leave then. Seems like no one wants me here anyway. This is your fault. I should have listened to Will. I should have stayed positive for my family. Now I have to go into those stupid trenches, but with Will. I want to show him I can be responsible.
Have you got everything?
Yeah, Mum, I'm fine, honest.
Have you?
Yeah.
Right. See you after all then.
Yeah.
See you next
Bye.
Yeah, cool.
Well,
Oh,
it's you.
thank you.
I got asked the other day at school what my favourite thing was in the whole world, but I could not decide. I have 3. Is that allowed? Anyway, number 1. Oh yeah, that's my picture I did. It's Will as a soldier. He has his hair combed to the side and he's in a smart uniform. Not that he would ever really comb his hair. He's so silly. But I do miss him. He took it with him to the war so he can think of me when he's being a hero out there. But I guess that means it's not really mine. So it doesn't really count, does it? Anyway, number 2 is really good. It's my black hair ribbon and it's so shiny. Mummy says it's why boys like me, but I don't think so. I wanted a pink hair ribbon because pink is my favourite colour, but Mummy says they're only for rich people, so I still like my black one. Once I got it taken off me for a whole week, but I was silly when I was little and I would never try to hit Daddy again. My 3rd thing is probably my favourite, but as I said, I can't really decide. It's my teddy Oscar, who I've had my whole life. He used to be Will's, but when I was born he gave him to me, and ever since I've taken him everywhere. Well, nearly everywhere. I don't take him to the toilet. That would be silly. But he's also not with me now because he's having a nap. I'm also meant to be having a nap, but I refused because I am not tired. That's why I'm sitting on the naughty step. Anyway, Mummy doesn't knit very much now because she's in it all the time. That's why Oscar has a hat and a scarf and everything. But she likes looking at old photos now, and this big one of the 4 of us from before when Daddy and Will went off to war. She cries a lot too, but she shouldn't be sad because she has me. And anyway, Daddy and Will are going to be home soon. I just know it.
They sorted out their problems.
In 1917, William and Albert Smith died in the war.
Judith didn't really understand what was going on, but eventually she realised they weren't coming home.
And like many other children after the war, Judith grew up without a brother and a father. This was
A war-broken family.
Woman at work.
She hasn't taken it again, has she? Goodness me. It must be with her. It can't be anywhere else. I never take it away from my dressing table. I suppose it's best she took it instead of me standing polishing it for hours on end. I mean, my mother passed it on to me, so I should pass it on to my daughter. But the pictures of my mother and father, I want them. I need them. The shiny silver surface engraved with water lilies. It was a wedding present from when I married my husband. I put the pictures in when they died. I wore it around my neck on the day of the funeral. It seems like years since I left you. My husband wants me to get rid of it. I can't. It's mine. No one will take it from me.
I just want to say it's not what it looks like. I'm definitely not trying to escape from this demon house, okay? All I'm doing is climb out the window to try and take a stroll with all my possessions with me. You understand? I definitely don't hate my aunt and uncle and baby cousin, and I definitely don't want to be at least 100 miles away from them at all times. I totally love them. Okay, so maybe I am trying to escape, but that doesn't mean I'm disobeying my mum, sort of. I mean, she told me to tell everyone where I'm going at all times and to always do as I'm told by my aunt and uncle. She also told me it was essential that I listen to her. Well, at least I did something right. I listened to her saying it, and now I'm totally ignoring her. I can't stay with Aunt, I'm going to turn you into a toad, because I'm an absolute witch Nessa. And Uncle, I actually look like a toad, because I never do any work or exercise, because I'm too lazy grim. And even worse, my little cousin, I'm a spoiled brat and I'm going to start crying and blame it on you, Patricia. Oh, I hate them. Now I'm going to find my mum at her place of work, the munitions, wherever that is.
Standing here in the male's toilet in a munitions factory with my hand down a plug hole. How more ridiculous can my life get? I usually come straight in and then I'm back out, but my hands had gone yellow and I got really worried, so I took my ring off to see if it was just a stain. I began scrubbing, but nothing happened. And now I'm stood here without my ring. I loved that ring, the way from every angle it seemed so perfect. But most of all, it reminded me of my darling husband. He spent what seemed like eternity checking I liked it, and he spent most of the money for our wedding on that ring. I can remember what type of box it came in as well. It was blue velvet, silk lined with a cushion and she laid on. I thought I lost the box. Well, not until I found it under little Amy's bed. She claimed she was using it to keep her most prized possessions safe. But I found it now, but I've lost my ring. What am I supposed to tell him when he gets back? That it's gone? How? Oh God, I'm late.
Flipping scatterbrain. Can't she keep her thoughts together while she's working? Is that too much to ask? Constantly dropping shells and costing me more of my precious money. The government should never have let women do the work of men. She's always going around complaining how hard it is at home since her husband left since conscription. That boy was a useless good for nothing. Well, she's not my problem anymore. I don't know why I didn't fire her sooner. I'll have to extend some of the less useless girl shifts to cover the gap Jennifer left behind. 8:30 till 5, 6 days a week, and night shifts. Keeps them fit. Well, now that she's gone, I can't lose any more money over her. Some say I'm self-absorbed. I would just say I'm successful. They aren't the ones owning a factory now, are they? Anyway, I should probably write an explanation in what's-her-name's file. As to why I fired her, I swear, I get more grey hairs from her than I do from getting older. Not that I look that old at all, actually. In fact, I look spiffing today. Woman no longer at work.
Dear Diary, today is July 28, 1915, and today I got a beautiful record of my husband. It is silver, and has the first letter of my name on it, and the first letter of his name on the front of it. I wish he was here.
I can't believe I'm going to do this, but it's the only way for people to know the horrors of the trenches. I have to cut off my hair and smuggle my camera in to take pictures and publish them to the newspaper. I don't want to do this, to leave everything behind, especially the photo of my darling husband on our wedding day. We couldn't afford rings, so he took lots of photos to commemorate the day. If my husband knew I was going to do this, he would have tried to at least talk me out of it, but sadly he went away. I hope I'm not here too long.
Name?
John Bishop.
Age?
31.
Next, please. Name?
Edward Mann.
And your age, please.
I'm 22.
Next, please. Your name?
William Miller.
Okay, your age, please.
27.
Next, please. Your name?
Alex Johnson,
Okay, your age?
34.
Next, please. Name?
Jack Mackay,
Age?
23. Yeah, I am.
Next, please. Can William Miller come here, please?
Yes.
I've got some exciting news to tell you.
Go on.
You're going to be a young officer.
Oh, thank you.
This war, it's getting worse. I mean, they said this war would have been finished ages ago. And all the lads who have lied about their age and been caught, I could be next. I need to stop worrying. As long as I have this watch, I will never forget my family. I remember getting this watch. It was when me and Dad were playing football. I tackled him and he tickled me to the ground. His watch came off and he gave it to me. As long as I have it, I will never forget them. But Dad's sick. I want to go home and see if he's okay, even for just a minute, but I can't, all because of this stupid war.
Right, left, right, start, turn, dig.
Put some back into it.
Gas!
Gas. Will he be okay?
He should be alright.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Dear Diary, sadly today there was a gas attack. I came out with a bullet in me. It was horrible. Anyway, I would have to say, I was a bit lucky not to die. Anyway, I would have... Also, I have lost something today. It was a letter from all the people I work with and my boss's wife. All the people at the factory didn't have to go to war for some reason. Them lucky things. That letter had some good comments and bad comments on it. Sadly, now I cannot read that letter and have hope that I might come back to England alive. Well, to be honest, I already have a bullet in me, and if I don't die of this stupid war, that's if this bullet doesn't kill me first. I think being at this war has made me smarter, which got rid of my sarcasm habit. This might make my boss like me more, if I make it back, at least.
Right, lights out. Grim. The weather was grim, the food was grim, everything was grim. Waking from the begrimed hovel, I still have to call it home. I grasped for my rifle, my fob-watch, and the last rations of decaying tin tan. Much to my amazement, most of my platoon was still asleep. I mean, how can you sleep at a time like this? I'm down to the last letter to scrutinise and to blot out anything and everything that's worth even writing. It's amazing that these people can even write. I mean, they are the lower classes. This one sounds rather strange. It talks of how the soldier missed his family had a rather unsettling tone to it. Enough. I've had enough. Tomorrow I will face my fears and step out into no man's land, alone, at 6 o'clock. All the best. I rummage chaotically in my satchel. My fob-watch. The time. 5:59. Help! Quickly! Watch out! Till the boys come home.